All right, good morning. All right, for the first time ever, I'm going to debut the original booklet, Big Country Racing. This booklet, Big Country, was basically became or is Big Country Racing Time Second Edition. So there was a second edition that was published in one of my Big Country Time sports books, but it was not quite like this version. So we are ready to go. I've already set up my score sheet, and how this works now. Rules is written, you're supposed to go in a descending order from the top driver down, because the top driver will be leading. But we're in qualifying. It doesn't really matter. However you stay organized, either way it'll work out. So I'm just going to go right down the list because it's simpler for me to track, especially while I'm multitasking by talking about the game. So what was really cool about the very first version, and the very first version of Racing Time was literally just a text document about 3 pages long, and you had to kind of read through it and figure out the rules. It was one of the worst written debuts of me trying to scramble down rules for this thing I had invented. That evolved into much more sophisticated 14, 18 page rule book. Okay, this I think why I got away from it is I was trying to get closer to the time engine where you use letter grades and charts. But this original game was very fun because it was math. It was just D6s with math bonuses, basically. And so why I went away from this, I'm not certain. But the reality is I think this may be the best version of Racing Time when it comes down to it. So I'm going to start with the top man. We are on this track. So this tells you the quality of the team. So this is BRM Motors. Hill and Taggart race for BRM. They have a +4 qualify. The track, Central City Grand Prix, is actually +2. So there's going to be a +4 for Hill. So Hill is going to be at 9. Taggart is going to be at 6, 7. Rose, now their team, Rose is qualifying for Bings, is -2. So we're going to subtract +2 and -2 is even. So he's going to get a 4. So slow out of the gate on the qualifying. Ooh. -3. So we have a team rating of -2. He's +2 even 1. He's way behind. Jones is team. This is Ebersol is a +4. So +6, 10. So he's out in front. Is Ebersol's Jones. Bennett is again 6 and let's see, 4, 6 and 4, 10. Wow, their two drivers are in the first and second. Gamut Racing, Berger, -1, +2, so +1. So he's going to be at 3, pulling up the rear. King's team, this is Itmar, they're +2, +4, 5. +2, +4, 6. Grant Racing by himself for Kingman, -5, so -3. He's still a 3, folks, despite a -3 qualifying. All right, Moam's two drivers. Peters, they are team-wise -2, +2's even, so even. Peters is going to get what he rolls, 4. Stevens, -2, he gets what he rolls, 5. All right, now we're looking at Rector. Smith is a 0, +2, 8. Wow, good jump for Rector Smith. That's the number 30 car. Devon is +2. And so he's going to get a 3 jump. And then we're looking at the United States Auto Racing, +1, +3, 7 for Jet. And Michael with +3 is going to be a 5. And last but not least, racing alone today for the World Racing Team, as O'Leary is not racing today, +0. So +2, 4. Okay, now once you finish a qualifying, you won't do this for qualifying. Well, you can, because it's really the quality of the race. This is the launch of the race based on your pole position. So think about this as you qualified, and this is where you end up on the first turn. So anything tied becomes what's called a struggle for position. So it's literally a struggle. So tied team racers have to break the tie. So let's see here. We have how many tied at 9? Okay, 7. Jet and Taggart are tied. So Taggart has to roll his driver rating and a 6. And we're going to add it up. So he has a 4. And Jet is a 0. He has a 5. So Jet, fortunately, is in front, and there's no wreck, right? If they tie on that roll, there would be a collision. Okay? So, is there anybody tied at 4? Yeah, we got 3 guys tied at 4. Rose is a +2. He's going to be 5. So I'm going to make a note. 5. Peters is a +0. He's going to roll a 6. And Andrews is a +2. He's going to get a 3. So they're safe, right? And that means we're going to have Peters in front of Rose and Rose in front of Andrews in that position. But no wrecks. The key is we're looking to avoid wrecks. Matter of fact, I could leave that alone. The secondary number is not a big deal. What we're really worried about is, was there a wreck? Okay, now 10s up. We actually have Jones and Bennett for the same team on the first corner. It could be a wreck. We got -1 for Jones. He's going to get a 5. +1 for Bennett. So we're good. So Jones with a 5. Bennett with a 2. So technically Jones is ahead at the first corner. 3s. We got 1, 2, 3 guys tied at 3. 0. So he's going to get a 4. Grant with a -1 is going to get a 2. We haven't had a collision yet. Devon with a -2. He's going to be a 0. No collision. And so we're good to go there. 5s. We've got 1, 2, 3 guys tied at 5. King with a -1 is going to be 2. Stevens with a +1 is going to be 4. They've avoided a collision. And Michael with a +1 is 3. And again, we avoid collisions. Unbelievable. Now we're looking at 6. There is 1 6. We're good there. 8 and only 1 8. We're good there. That's it. So the first turn is over. Qualifying ends. Out front is Jones and Bennett. They are close neck and neck on the first corner. So you can imagine they were in the pole at 10 and 10. They were literally 0.10 seconds apart of pole position second. They hit that first corner. They jockeyed for position. Jones came out on top. So now, according to the rules as written, you would roll Jones first for start, but I don't want to get too confused here. So we're going to go ahead and stick here. So Hill, his team start is +2. The track is +2, so +4. He's going to get 10. Wow, he's had 19 points. Taggart is +2. +2 is +4. He's going to get... I want this to be a... Actually, I want it to be... I need to know who's tied. So that's going to be 4 +2, 6. Rose is... Oh, damn. Rose is... We're looking at Bing. Bing is +2, so +4, 5. For Rose, Bings with +4 is going to be 7. Ebsol on start is +0, so +2 for the track. Wow, 7. Bennett, it's a fast track for these two, and what did I say, +2, so 4. So Bennett is slowly falling further behind Jones. Matter of fact, Bennett will have slipped to 3rd. No, Hill will have caught both of them. If I do a running tally, which I should be doing, because then we would tie the running tally. So this is technically 19, 13, 9, 8, 17, 14. Okay, so now we're looking at Gamut. Gamut +0, so +2. So that's going to be 5 and 3 is 8. Itmar in the start turn is +2, +4. So that's going to be 9. He's going to be at 14. Wow, so King's getting it done. Klein with +4, 8, 14 for him. Wow, we're starting to see it get closer in the middle of the pack. Grant of Kingman with a +3 after qualifying. Pretty good. 8, 9, 10, 11. Good. So Grant's catching up on the starting laps. Peters of Moam. Moam uses a +1 for both, so +3. It's going to be 4 and 4 is 8 for Peters. Stevens, +3, 7, 12 for Stevens. So he's leaving Peters in the dust. Remember, these guys are teammates. All right, so Rector, +1, +3. 9 and 8 is 17. Holy cow. Smith is caught up in the top 3. Wow, Devon of Rector is +1. 7, +3. He's at 10. Nice. And then Jet for USAR is +2, +4, 5. He's at 12. Michaels +4 is 5, and 5 is 10. And last but not least, Andrews with a +1 start, +3. He's going to get 4 and 4 is 8. So Andrews for the World Racing Team is way back there. All right, so now we need to do ties again. 19. Anybody tied with him at the front? Nope. So he is by himself in first. 13. Anyone tied with the 13? No. 14. 9. Anybody tied with 9? No. 8. Uh-oh, we got a few here. So Bings with a -1. He's going to get a 2. Berger is going to get, with +0, a 3. So they're safe. Peters with a +0 is 3. Uh-oh, we got a collision between Berger and Grant. +0, 5. Good there. And Andrews, 5. Oh, +2, 7. He avoided it. So we do have a collision between Gamut and Kingman. So we're going to have a collision between those two, right? Which means we got to check our collision rules. So two of them, we had 4 cars banging around, passing, etc., and 2 of them collided. Right? Okay, collisions. Require a wreck check for all drivers involved, regardless of the wreck. A wreck check, 1d6 is made to all drivers involved. Add their driver rating. They must get a 5 or a 6 to avoid a wreck. Uh-oh. So we got 2 collisions. Berger +0. He must get a 6, a 5 or a 6 to avoid a wreck. Yes, Berger's safe. And we've got... Where's the collision? I wrote the collision in the wrong spot. Should have been right here. +0 for Peters. So 1, he's going to actually wreck. So Peters wrecks. Now we have a problem. They're going to be DNF. A wreck check. All drivers involved, either driver, any wrecked car is out of the race, DNF wreck. So he's out. Now we have a roll to see if he's injured. Optional roll. 6. Oh, if you roll a 6 on his injury check, he is killed in a fiery explosion. My God, Peters. Killed in wreck. DNF. That is an optional rule in the original game. If you roll 1 to 5 is how many races they'll miss due to injury. If you roll a 6 on that check, they're killed. So we've actually had a man die in the race. They are not going to stop the race. Drivers don't know he's dead. They just know he's had a fiery wreck. Wow. And so he clipped Berger. Berger somehow corrected and stayed alive. Unfortunately, Peters spun out, flipped, hit the wall, and they're going to have to... that'll bring a yellow flag out, as everybody will have to pit, right, waiting for them to clear the wreck from the track. And they'll probably get word that he's in bad shape, if not dead, and then they're back to it in the pace and pit. And here we go, pace and pit for our teams. All right, so BRM, pace and pit is +2. Pace +2, +3. So Hill with +3 is going to get 5. That's 24. Taggart with a +3. He's going to get 8. 13 is 21. Let's see here. Bings. Bings on pace and pit is +3, +4. 6. Wow, he's up to 15. +4 for Briggs is 6 and 8 is 14. Jones, this is Ebsol. Ebsol has a +3, +4. Wow, 5, 22. He's closing in on Hill. Bennett with a +4. Holy cow, 4, 10, and 24. Bennett and Hill are now neck and neck during pacing and pitting. A portion of the race. All this means is those would be the center of the race where there's a lot of laps and there's going to be pacing and pitting. We don't actually have to go to the pits. It's just a term. But Bennett will have caught during pacing and pitting Hill, and there's now 2 guys banging. They're going to have to roll for collision. Berger of Gamut is, wow, +5 pace and pit, +6. He's going to be 11 and 8 is 19. Big rally for Berger. King on his pace and pits. King of Intmar Motors is +1, +2. 6, he's going to be at 20. +2 is going to be 5, 19 for King and Klein of Intmar. Kingman He's a +4, +5. He's going to get 9 and 11, 20. Man, things are getting really close. Peters was unfortunately killed. Stevens for Moam is a -1, +1 is 0. We're going to get the roll. 6. Wow, he's still at 18 despite his team not doing well during pace and pits. Rector, they are +3, +4, 9. 26. We have a new leader, folks. Smith of Rector is out in front at 26. +4, 8 and 10, 18. He is out in front. Jet of US Motors, 0, +1. He's going to get 3. He's at 15. +1 is going to be 12. So United States Auto Racing is way back. That last +2, +3. It's going to be 8 and 8 is 16 for Andrews. He is past the USAR. All right, ties. We have Hill and Taggart. They're good, but we do have Hill tied with Bennett. Wow, here we go. So we got to roll +2, 7. And Bennett +1, 2. So they're safe. No collision, but that means Hill is technically in front. 21. Any other 21s? No, we're good there. 15s. Yep, Rose and Jet. So Rose is +2. He's going to get 5. And Jet's +0. He's going to roll a 2. They're safe. No collision. 14. We have no one else at 14. He's all by himself. 22. Anybody else at 22? Nope. 24, we've already checked. 19. Uh-oh. Wait, we have a 21 up here. Already did that. 19. Oh, yeah, we got 2 guys. So +0 for Berger. He's going to get a 3. Klein is going to get a 1. We're safe. No collision. They jockey into position. Berger edges Klein. 20. We have somebody alone at 20. 18. We have 2 guys at 20. Stevens with a +1 is a 4. Devon -2 is a 3. They avoid collision, and Stevens edges Devon. And then we have a 12, nobody other 12s, and a 16, no other 16s. We're safe. We're going into the final, not final, we have 2 more. We have finish as well. Race and Rally. And right now, folks, we got a neck-and-neck battle between Ebesol's Bennett and BRM's Hill. And we have a brand new leader. Rector Smith is at 26. This is how fast they're doing. So we tally upward. The biggest number is the fastest race. All right, Race and Rally. Wow. Okay, let's see here. Rector, Racing. Oh, no. We're going to Hill. A +3, +5. Fast track, folks. +5. That's 10:34. He is flying. They are +3, +5. 8:29 for his partner. Rose at 15. They are a 0, +2. So 5 is 20. +2 is 17. Jones of Ebsol here in Race and Rally +2. So 25 +2 is 28. Woo! Man, it's getting steamy. Gamut. Berger -3. So -1 of this roll, 5. He's still at 24, folks, despite the Race and Rally portion of the race being hard for him. Itmar. Itmar is +1, +3. He's going to get 8, 28. +3, 9, 28. Oh my God, King and Klein are in their own team, and they're going to have to dodge a wreck with Bennett. Grant of Kingman, +0, +2, 6, 26, 18. This is Stevens racing in honor of his partner Peters, who was killed earlier in the race. +4, +6. He's going to get 8, 26. Rector's got 0, +2. So 6 is 32. Smith's fallen behind Hill. What a battle between Hill and Smith. Devon, again of Rector, is +2. He's going to get 6, 24. USAR +2, +4, 9, 24. 17 is Michael not doing too hot. And Andrew's dead last with a -1. So a +1. He's going to get 2, 18. All right, let's see if there's any wrecks. 34. He's all alone in first. 29. No one else at 29. 20. Anyone else at 20? No. Anyone else at 17? Yes, we got 1 here. Briggs -1. He's going to get a 5. And +1 for Michaels. 5. Oh, we got a collision. And Briggs has to roll a 6 if he's going to survive. Nope. Briggs is going to wreck. And he is out for 3. Out 3 races. DNF. Let's check this guy. +1. 5. He's going to be okay. He keeps racing. But we've had another guy out for 3 injured, and he's a DNF. Okay, 25. Anybody else at 25? Nope. 28. Oh, we got 3 guys duking it out here. +1. We're going to have a 3, a 0, and a 3. Oh, no, there's going to be a wreck. There is a collision between Bennett and Klein. Bennett with a +1 needs a 5 or 6. No, he's going to wreck. He's out. Oh, okay, killed. Oh, fiery. It's a fast track. I've said before, Central City is a fast track. He was killed. Man. And our other wreck right here, Klein. He is out for 1. Out 1. DNF. Wow, so they wrecked. 1 was killed. The other survives, and he's going to be injured for a week, or for a race. Wow, 24. How many guys are tied at 24? 2. Here we go. Berger with a 5. And 0. Good. Clean there. Okay. 26. We got 2 guys tied at 26. 0 and 7. Good. 32. Nobody's tied at 32. 24 we've already done. Oh, wait, no. I needed to roll for Jet. 4. He was safe. He did not end up in a wreck with the other 24s, did he? No, he did not. Okay. And last but not least, 17. We had no other 17s, and 18s. No other 18s. Holy cow, folks. This is it. We've had 3 out of the race with DNF. DNF, nothing. He's killed. We've had 2 killed and 2 knocked out injured in fiery wrecks. Last, here we go. Finish. Let's see here. We have, oh man, I should have done a pit on those wrecks. The cars that were wrecked should have been pitted. So he's out DNF. Who wrecked and survived? Berger did. So we really should make a pit check for Berger. A 5. So if I roll a 5, car or pit, he's out. Nope, he's good. All right, so we're good. Let's finish. So finish, that's it. So all we do on finish is double check my rules. I have not played this version in years. I think finish is just tallying the totals. Finish the 5th turn of the race and the end of the game session where you finalize the race and place all finish. So we just finalize and finish. So it's over. So number 1 is going to be, wow, so Hill came back and got first at the end. Yep, first. Second is Rector Smith. He got second by just 2 points. Any other 30s? Nope, we got a 29. Wow, so BRM had the 1st and 3rd place finish. He was killed. He was wrecked out. No other 28s. Is there any 27s? Okay, 26s. Okay, we had a 0 and a 7, so he's 4th. He's 5th. 25s. Yep. 6th. Okay, 24s. We got a 5, a 0, and a 4. So he's going to be 7, 8, 9th, and then 23s. Any 23s? Nope. 22s. Nope. 21s. Nope. 20s. Yep. We got our 10th. 19s. Nope. 18s. Yep. Right here. So that was our 10th finisher, 11th finisher, 17. I think we have a couple guys to, oh, he's out. He wrecked. Oh, he avoided the wrecks. 12th. That's it, folks. We got our finals. Finishing first, Hill. Second is Rector Smith. Third is his teammate, BRM teammate Hill's teammate Taggart. Third. Fourth, coming in for Moam in honor of his partner who was killed early in the race. He took 4th. 5th place goes to Kingman. Grant, by himself, the only driver for that team, took 5th. 6th, Jones, again, in honor of his partner who was killed. Bennett of Epsol was killed in this race. Jones gets 6th. 7th is Berger, racing alone for Gamut. He had a collision, but he survived it, and his car and his pit survived. So he took 7th. That's not bad. 8th, U.S. Auto Racing's Jet finished 8th. 9th is Rector's Devon, finished 9th. 10th is Bing's Rose, finished 10th. His partner ended up out. He's injured for 3 races. He did not finish. Number 11th will be World Racing Teams. Andrews finished 11th. And finishing for the United States Auto Racing Team, Michaels finished 12th. And that's our top standings. And then, of course, you will give them their, you would give them after the race. You will score them. Where is our race scores? And you will score them based on points. So first place Drivers' Championship, 10, 7. And then, of course, Constructors' Championship. These are team points based on where your drivers finish for teams. And that's what you would do. And there it is, man. We managed to finish an entire race. I thought this was a lot slower. This turned out to be much faster than my playtesting went. When I was playtesting this and writing this rule book based on the original document, which I had to kind of work out problems, correct it, fix it. I just remember it being, it felt like a long, laborious game. Turns out it's faster than the, big boy in the books. But there you have it, folks. That is the booklet version of Big Country Racing. Again, this may or may not be published. I haven't decided whether I'm going to make it available. I really enjoy it. I always did. That's what led me to. That's what led me to make. That's what led me to make these books, all these sports games in a big book. I just probably should not have changed the rules. I think I like this D6 with just adding bonuses better. Where I made a mistake was there should have been a pit on the pace and pit turn. I believe we're supposed to pit. I think I failed to do that for every team. Remember, I have not played this since I finished it, and I was going to release it and then change my mind and reworked it. Resolve all checks, execute current turns, resolve any potential collisions and wrecks, make all car checks. Oh, right. Every lap you're supposed to make a car check, so I messed that up. So what happens is at the end of every turn, you should make a car check. You roll the D6. If your car triggers one of these two numbers, you have to pit, and then you got to make a crew check to get the car out of the pit. So that's what slows it down. So if you should be making a car check for every car on every turn, if they fail their car check, then you have to make a crew check to get back out on the track. If they fail their crew check, the car breaks down and does not finish. So there's a good chance there would have been more DNFs here, right? I kind of like the idea of doing that. I just completely forgot. So I knew there was something else. So I forgot my car checks. And the pit crews come if the car breaks down, or if you have a wreck, survive the wreck, you're supposed to make a pit check to see, like Berger here, should have made a pit check here. I just went ahead and made it on the final run, and he's okay, finished. But there you have it. Thanks for watching. This has been Big Country Racing, the original booklet again. Bye.